may not know what kind of team that it takes to perform this surgery. We brought a team of almost 55 Americans, doctors, nurses, physical therapists, etc. I have to tell you just how proud I am of our team because of the love in their hearts that they show.
Em ver a quantidade de carinho e de amor que cada dos membros da equipe dela, né, tem para desenvolver esse trabalho, né, de assistência a vocês.
Feliz que tá enorme.
Devido ao tratamento de leucemia, o corticóide que eu tomava, os medicamentos foram muito fortes. Se eu ficar muito tempo sem a muleta e sem o calçado que eu uso para auxiliar, eu sinto dores. É uma vida normal. Poder andar independentemente sem a muleta, poder curtir a minha vida, aproveitar mais.
The Brazilian healthcare system takes care of many patients who have urgent problems.
And beyond emergencies, anything that doesn't have to be life-threatening kind of gets put on the back burner.
The fact of the matter really is that 80% of the population has government insurance that simply does not cover an elective procedure.
The patients, they don't have access to the same healthcare we have. Their problems are worse than we see in the States.
It was remarkable to see how severe things were here.
Most of these patients never believed that they would ever get a surgery. They felt they would die in pain.
There are stories about people that needed to sell their homes, their houses, in order to pay for a surgery.
At best, the waiting list would be 10 years for a hip replacement. At best.
So it was a very unique moment to bring Operation Walk to Brazil.
The most important part of coming is knowing how much good we're able to do.
And so to be able to help them in a way that's really impactful in their life, I think is important.
The surgeries we performed were some of the most complex joint replacement surgeries we've had to perform. The disease in these patients was terrible. The patients that we're operating on, by and large, were younger than our typical patients. Most patients are between 30 and 45 years of age. Every one of these patients is desperately poor. None of these patients were really receiving care.
So our plan today is to do a hip replacement on both sides. So we'll be able to get both done, and I'm sure she's going to be a lot happier being able to walk pain-free.
The degree of pathology here is very advanced, often to a level that we don't even see in the United States because people will receive care before it gets that bad.
You see these people come in the OR and they're sedated and stuff like that, and they can't even move their hips, and you know that they can't walk or anything like that. And
it's interesting to see how these people respond. You can tell when they come into the operating room that they have a bit of fear. Many of these people have never had any surgery before. They're in a strange place and strange people around them.
It's a big deal, and everyone works so hard to make sure that the patients get the care they need, and it's just wonderful to work with a group of people like this.
I'll take this pen again.
Okay guys, so let's go with our first round. How are they doing today?
Doing great.
In that first room, we pulled everybody's lines. So far, I have not seen anybody that's on anything but aspirin.
So we're going to stop any blood draws.
Yeah.
Just don't draw any more blood. Which one was the acid?
Number 12.
So is also ready, you think?
Okay. Pain doesn't no pain?
No pain. So with Matea, I was lucky enough to help him right after surgery sit up
I still remember the smile on his face, which was pure, and he was relieved, and yet he thought it was remarkable.
Just respire fundo. Sit up straight. No pain. Good. That's fine. So you move the walker forward. You okay? Just breathe deep. Just take your time. Enjoy it.
He recognizes, and perhaps that was a part of his first smile, that there is hope, there is opportunity, there's light at the end of the tunnel, that once again he can be himself, which he hasn't been able to be for a long time. His mom was crying at that moment, probably in a way like I feel like I want to do now. She was overwhelmed with joy that her son is going to have a good life again.
Muito feliz, transbordando.
When I see the patients walking at the end of the trips, I'm tearful because coming here helps us to change their life.
It fills my heart to see these people walking.
It's great to see it all come together, and that's seeing the patients out of bed walking.
I can't describe. It's just it gets you.
The patients are almost indestructible, so to see them here and walking, and it's like they didn't even have surgery. They look amazing.
It's just mind-blowing and brings tears to our eyes.
Tearing up, seeing people actually walking, and they're so happy to see us and show us how they're walking, and they are so motivated.
Go walk.
I got to round on all my patients, and there's no better feeling knowing that before you get on the plane, all your patients are doing great. We're going to go home knowing that everybody's going to do well.
And the fact now that they have hope again to work, to live a normal life with their family is an extraordinary gift.
And seeing them up and walking, it's heartwarming.
Aprendeu muito com vocês. Aprendeu muito com o Operation Walk. Eu nunca vi nessa semana um hospital tão dedicado a pessoas tão especiais. Nunca vi. O clima dentro desse hospital é uma coisa assim absurda.
And for me as well, and for all of us, we want to thank you for everything that you taught us, and not about just surgery, not about techniques, but about love. This project is all about love.
Mas não se compra amor com dinheiro nenhum. Então, o que a gente pretendeu oferecer para vocês nesses dias nada mais foi que amor. Eu queria agradecer a todos vocês.
I just feel like a lot more love here, and I don't know if that's because it's Brazil and that's their culture, but this has just been really special.
And the love that our Operation Walk volunteers have shown to the patients, they felt was the most important thing we could do for them.
God gives you a gift, and you just have to be willing and able to be used, and it's special.
Well, they've been waiting for this a long time, and so I'm so happy we're able to bring this to them.
Makes you emotional.
Yeah, I just this trip has really affected me much more than the other ones, and I think I have to take some time to think about why. But it's just really, they really got a piece of my heart.
To everyone of Operation Walk, that there are the most important things in life we cannot buy with money: hope, friendship, kindness, and love.
Yes.
And you made difference. Look at that.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. We are so blessed to have you all now in our lives and in our hearts. And we hope we have given you a little blessing to go on with your lives without pain, to have a normal, healthy and happy life.
Nas nossas mentes e nossos corações. Muito orgulhoso.
With that, we have to say adios, adu, ciao. We say ciao. Hasta luego.
See you soon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.